Hey everybody, happy Monday. I'm just going to share this really quickly and then I will be right with you. Just make sure it's on. You guys doing good?
I see, yeah.
You too?
Yep.
Okay, let me see. Just got to share it. Hang on. No, it doesn't want me to. Oh, there we go. There we go. Hi, guys. So it's Monday, the 29th of June. Oh my gosh.
I know, right?
Nuts. Oh my gosh, we're like done. We're literally, officially, is it tomorrow? Is tomorrow the 1st?
No. We have 30
30
days.
30 days. That's right, we're 30 days. So one more day and then we're actually more than halfway through the year.
Can we skip to Christmas? Can we skip to New Year's 2021?
Oh my gosh.
I think a lot of us would like to put 2020.
It's crazy. It's been crazy. This was like crazy. I had so much going on in my house this week too. It's just been crazy.
What'd you do?
Yeah, I chopped my chimney.
Oh, yes, the chimney.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Anyway, so hey guys, so welcome to another Letters from Spirit, and I'm always excited to be here. Gia's in the house.
Hi guys, happy Monday.
So Gia's with me again, and so that's always fun. So do you guys have a good weekend? Anybody do anything fun? I spent it kind of with family. My brother was in town, and my nephew bought a house, and so we went to go see it and had dinner there. And then I was with my mom, which was lovely. So I got to see my mom, and we had a nice visit, and so that was kind of good. That was my Sunday. So that's what I did.
You did that.
I worked all day Saturday.
Wow.
But on Sunday I had I played with family. What'd you guys do? You guys do anything fun?
I had my kids in town.
Yeah, Gia had her kids in town. Her boys were in town.
Yeah, one from Austin,
Yeah.
and one came up from Northern California with his girlfriend. And
yeah, she was busy, man, cooking away and bike riding and having a good time with the guys. Like I said, she was with all her fellas.
All my man-childs.
all her men children.
It was fun.
I'm going to go see my son next week. So who is here? What do we got?
We've got a lot of people.
Happy Monday. Hey, guys.
We've got a lot of people already checking in.
Oh, good.
So
love that punctuality.
Lots of people are on.
Good. Welcome, guys.
Looks like we'll Christine said she visited with her grandkids and her great-grandson this weekend.
Oh, great-grandson. Wow. Wonder what that feels like. How's that feel? Is there a difference between like having a grandson and then having a great-grandson? Does that feel different, I wonder? Because, I remember when I used to be a photographer and sometimes the grandmas would come in and take pictures of the grandkids and they would say almost like having a grandkid is even better than, your own kids. So I wonder like what the difference is between a grandkid and a great-grandkid.
I don't know. I can just tell you with the grandchild, the beauty part is, and it's the truth, anybody on here, it looks like there's a lot of grandparents.
Yeah, you have a grandkid.
I've got my one girl, right? She's my granddaughter, but I tell you what, she is so much fun. I can spoil her, and I know that, you know what? I get to send her home, and that is the truth. It's just
you can have all the fun and then say, okay, just baked all the cookies, gave her all this lovely sugar, bye. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, there's a lot of grandparents.
Is there?
Yeah, there is. Monica O'Neill said she welcomed her first grandchild, so wow, that's exciting.
This weekend? She welcomed her first grandchild this weekend?
My first grandchild. So.
Oh, goosies. Love that. Congratulations. I cannot wait to be grandma. Like, I cannot wait. And, both of my kids live out of state, so I don't know how that's going to work because
you'll be getting some.
Mine was going to be like, I always had this thing, like, I'm going to be the grandma, and every Friday you bring the kids to my house for Joe and I. So you bring the kids to us, and we're going to babysit every Friday night. And then you could come pick them up like in the afternoon on Saturday. You could sleep in, have a nice time, So That's what I always planned on doing, is having like a weekly kind of things. Now with the kids being in different states, I don't know how that's going to work, but I'm going to figure it out. That's what I'm going to tell you.
You're going to fly.
I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to figure it out. That baby is going to know me.
Yeah, I know.
So I know, like I don't, because I didn't know my grandparents, so I didn't really know my grandparents and my grand.
You didn't?
No, and I know, like when I do all these mediumship readings, sometimes these grandmas like come in, the grandpas come in, and they have the most lovely relationship with their grandkids, and they. It's so lovely, and it's like I never had that, so I definitely want to be a part of my grandkids' life.
Yeah, you have to.
Have to.
I
oh my
love it.
God. Yeah. Like I already told my kids, I said, you know, as soon as they turn 5, we're gonna take them on vacation. We're gonna go on the Disney cruise. I got all these plans.
And you know what?
I have all these plans.
You have the 2 boys like me, so you had nothing but boys and men around. You'll probably get that granddaughter, and I'll tell you, it's so much fun.
That's gonna be great.
So much fun.
Boy, I don't care. Anyway, so
yeah.
I
know we're talking all about.
I know we're talking about grandkids.
Okay. So you know, all
right. Sorry,
that's all right.
We got a little distracted.
I know.
All right. So
it looks like people are telling us. But let's ask again. I always like to know, where's everybody from. I know some of you are already posting it, but just give us a quick.
Yeah, let us know.
Like
you know, I love it. It's like my favorite part because I get to. I feel like it's like all virtual hugs and hellos, and so I love that so much. So yeah, let me know where you're coming in from. Let me know that you're here. I love that, and G's gonna help me out because I can't see without my glasses. So
well, it looks like we've got
coming in.
Danya is here from Missouri with her friend Christy, and it's her first time.
Oh, yay! So it's both of their first time?
Well, no, it sounds like she brought Christy. No, she brought Christy on for her first time.
Oh, hey guys, welcome. Thanks for being here. Thanks for bringing your friend, darling.
Yeah, and
I hope you enjoy tonight.
Yeah, let us know too if it's your first time. I always like to, so we can do a shout out. I know you like to do a shout out to that.
I love to do that. I love doing shout outs.
And then we've got.
I just kind of like, I make it feel like we're all in one room.
Exactly. One big party.
Yeah, one big party.
Kelsey's calling in from
Kelsey.
Massachusetts.
Hey, Kelsey. Thanks for coming.
Pamela, Chicago.
Hey, Pamela. Thank you for being here.
Sharon, Thousand Oaks.
Hey, Sharon. T.O.
Millie, Westlake Village.
Hey, Millie.
Robin, Florida.
Hey, Robin.
Brianna, Thousand Oaks.
Brianna.
Hi,
Brianna.
Jamie Oxnard.
Hey, Jamie. How are you? Love that.
Mary, Denver, Colorado. Is that where you're
Hey, Mary. Yeah, Denver, Colorado. My baby's there. I'm going to be there next week for a couple of days. Got to help him move. I'm helping him move. Yeah, you know, you think that you think with the kids that are that age that you wouldn't move. No, I can't. Like I will say to my kids, until you get a girlfriend or a really strong significant other, I will always help you whenever you move. And so
yeah, you know how many times I've helped my
kids move? I'm schlepping to Denver to have them move apartments.
I've done it.
That's what mamas do.
That's what we do. Danielle, Arizona.
Oh, Danielle from Arizona.
Danielle from Arizona.
Hey, Danielle. Thank you for being here.
Melissa, Louisville, Kentucky.
Louisville, Kentucky. Hey.
We've got,
who was it from Louisville?
That is Melissa.
Melissa. Hi, Melissa. Thank you for being here.
We've got Maria from Chicago.
Hi, Maria.
And we've got Angela from Missouri.
Angela. Hey, Angela. Thank you for coming.
Sally, Cobb, California.
Hey, Sally. From Cobb, California?
Cobb, California.
Cobb, California.
I'm thinking that's way north, I bet. Ask her.
Is that up north? North
California? She put a little Christmas tree, so I'm betting it's near the Oregon border, but let's see if I'm right.
Oh, I want to know.
Okay,
where is that?
We'll find out. Sandy, Pittsburgh.
Hi, Sandy.
Debbie, Colorado Springs.
Hi, Debbie. Colorado Springs. I've been there. I went to the Broadmoor once. Have you ever been to the Broadmoor in Colorado Springs? They have wonderful beds. And they really had the best beds. Like, they had a whole shop there where you could buy the beds. No, I'm not joking. And they have swans. It's so pretty, Colorado Springs. The Broadmoor. Yeah, really pretty.
Lori calling in from Westlake Village.
Hi, Lori. Thank you for coming.
We've got Kim in South Carolina.
Hi, Kim.
And we've got Angela. It's her first time. She said it's her first time on for the Letters from Spirit.
Hi, Angela. Thank you for coming on. I hope you enjoy.
And then we've got Cheryl, also first time, and she's from Camarillo, California.
Hey, Cheryl. Thank you for coming on. I hope you like it. Hope you enjoy our time together here.
Our fun time, our party.
Our fun time.
With some good letters. We've got Chris from, I'm thinking San Diego, SD, so we'll say it's probably San Diego.
Yeah, San Diego or South Dakota.
Well, that's why I'm going to say.
San Diego, South Dakota. Is it Chris?
It's Chris, yeah.
Chris, San Diego or South Dakota?
Let's see. From Ventura, Christine Maxwell.
Hey, Christine.
From Ventura, California, but she's visiting Gold Hill, Oregon with her son, and she's with her family right now.
Oh, so you're in Oregon with your family right now. That's nice. Does that feel good? Probably missed them, huh?
It does feel good.
Yeah.
Your kids, that's for sure.
Yeah, it feels good to be with your kids.
Cindy calling in from South Jersey. She said the beaches are beautiful there.
Ooh, beaches are good in South Jersey. Good.
Wendy from
weather's good then, huh?
It must be nice then.
Oh, I love that. Love hearing that.
Wendy from New York City, first time.
Hi, Wendy. Thank you. New York. My other son lives in New York, so he's in Manhattan.
All the areas covered.
Yeah,
got it covered.
Yeah.
We've got Ruth.
Welcome.
It's her first time from
Hi,
Simi
Ruth.
Valley.
Hi, Ruth.
It's exciting.
Yeah, love Simi.
We've got Wendy, Norman, Oklahoma. Her first time. Wendy from Norman.
Wendy from Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Wendy. Thank you for coming on board. Thanks for joining in tonight.
And
hope you like it.
And we've got Sandy, Reno, Nevada.
Sandy, we know Sandy.
Yeah, a lot of people
Hi,
we see here. Yeah, it's always good to see them coming out, right?
Love it. I love it. I love this.
Julie's from SoCal, and it's her third time on.
Ooh, third time. Third
visit with
third visit.
Yep.
I can't really call it repeat offender because it's
No.
third repeat. Yeah, it's have to be third visitor. Yeah,
third visit. Shauna is calling from Canada.
Shauna from Canada. Oh, thank you for coming on. Canada's beautiful.
And then we've got Donna says she loves you.
Oh, thank you, Donna.
And
thank you, darling. That's so sweet.
Rachel is Oak Park, California.
Hi, Rachel. I know Rachel.
We've got Deborah from Beaumont, California.
Beaumont, California. Thank you for coming.
That's near Palm Springs. As you're going into Palm Springs, Beaumont.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Is that right? Are you sure?
Oh yeah.
Because I go through the.
When you come over the 60, you come down and it's Beaumont.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. I have a girlfriend that lives in Palm Springs.
Out that way. I used to work there all the time.
Yeah.
Sally up above Napa, so okay. So it's not all the way towards Oregon. She's up near Napa.
Cobb, pretty,
which is probably really beautiful.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, so pretty.
That's.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here.
Deborah said second time visit for her. We just got a few more
Deborah.
to run through.
Okay, good. Yeah, we're just gonna take a minute and do our little hellos before we get going.
Victoria, it's her first time. She's in North Central PA, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. So, hey, Victoria. Hi, Victoria. What a beautiful name. Victoria.
I know.
It's a powerful name, Victoria.
Amy Sue, calling from Nebraska.
Nebraska. Hey, Amy Sue.
And
thank you for being here. Thanks to all of you guys.
And then let's see, we've got some more. Denise from Florida.
From Florida.
That's Denise.
Yeah.
And we've got
pretty Florida.
Erin, Newberry Park.
Hey, Erin.
Rachel in Northridge.
Hey, Rachel.
And then Miroslava, first time from Miami, Florida. Miroslava.
Nice.
Hopefully Miroslava. Miroslava is what I'm going to say.
Okay. Let us know if we pronounced that wrong.
Yeah, and that's Miami.
Miami.
Yeah.
Love that.
And then we've got Victoria. We've got Debbie from Milwaukee.
I had my first what's that drink called? I can't think of it in Miami.
What drink?
The drink with the
I have no idea.
The freaking drink with the gosh, come on.
I didn't know where to go with that.
It's got like leaves in it, like a
you mean a mojito?
Yes, a mojito.
That's all you got to say is leaves. I know what it is.
Yeah, it had leaves. I had my first mojito in Miami. Oh my gosh, Monica, the brain. I had readings all day. I'm a little fool.
I'm gonna keep you on track.
Keep me on track. I just finished my last reading.
We got Vicky from Moore Park.
Hey, Vicky.
We have Donna from San Antonio.
I gotta
Texas.
say, love you, Vicky. I know you.
Donna, we got San Antonio, Texas in the house. First
San
time.
Antonio, Texas. Oh,
Donna's first time.
Hey, Donna. Thank you for coming on.
And Priscilla, I remember Priscilla.
Priscilla, a beautiful name too.
Third time, Moreno Valley.
Wonderful. Thanks for coming on again and again and again. Third time. Thank you.
Yeah. So I
love it. So perfect. So you guys are awesome. I want to say thank you so much for spending your Monday night with Gia and I and coming on board and wanting to get inspired together and be together like this. I love it, and I'm so grateful for you guys to come on board. It's such a fun way to spend an hour and be together. I'm going to be giving away a mediumship reading tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, guys, so like that.
Someone's going to win. Yeah.
Show some love on that one.
Yeah. Y'all in for that? last week I did a spiritual development
How'd that go?
reading. Yeah, really good. And then tonight it's going to be mediumship reading, and so we're going to give that away, and we're going to give an ebook away tonight as well. So I've got a couple little giveaways. So we have my numbers already picked, but don't put any numbers in yet.
No, I'll go over that.
Yeah.
Don't do that yet.
No, I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed to do that. Yeah. So anyway, I just want to say, is there any questions you guys have before we kind of get going? Do you guys, any of you have any questions for me? Do you have any mediumship questions or anything you want to share with me or anything?
Well, they're doing that because I know we have a little delay. I'll ask you, how did your workshop go on Saturday? I know you did your workshop.
I did. I taught a workshop on Saturday, The Beautiful You, and it was all about kind of, putting some gas in our tank. So it was really fun. It was really good. And it was the first time I actually did a course that I taught on a Zoom. I've always done them like in hotels or in conference rooms. And, I've always done them live, like with people. So it was good. It was really good. So it was really fun. And we did a little bit of everything. I think I try to incorporate some inspiration and some meditation and some, exercises and some, aha things. So anyway, I think it went really well. I think people liked it. So so it was fun. It was a good time. And so that's that. And let me see what else. What do I want to talk about? Do I have a list?
Brianna says you're the best. I can give you a couple of no real questions yet, but a lot of you're the best. Priscilla said thank you. Sandy, was Sandy one of your girls in that one of your gals? Oh, Sandy
was in my workshop.
Okay, she said it was fabulous. She loved the workshop. Are you going to do another one?
I don't know. I might. I got a lot of ideas going. Of different ways of doing things. I'm actually thinking about doing like a course that might be 4 weeks, where I can sit with you guys for like an hour and a half once a week. So I got some different things I'm kind of planning. Nothing that I'm 1,000% sure on yet, but I'm thinking. That's where it's got to start, right? Thought.
Yeah.
I got to have the thought first, right? You guys learned that in the workshop. Anyway, so okay, good. So thank you, Sandy, for sharing your experience with the workshop.
I think Nina was Nina also in your class. Was there Nina? Because she said it was great.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, so she was. Yeah, yeah. But I'm looking at the screen. She was on the. Yeah, yes, she was. So thanks, honey. Thank you so much for sharing.
And Rachel loved it too. So
okay, Rachel was on awesome. Too. Yeah, wonderful. So it was fun. It's a fun way to always kind of just get some new ways of looking at things and doing things and kind of open our eyes a little bit. That was good. We all need that sometimes, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think so. So, hey guys, is anyone taking on board some of these letters? Some of you guys are new here tonight, so I obviously know you can't, and so today will be your first experience to kind of think about that. For some of you guys that have been coming on board, that have been doing these letters from Spirit, have you been implementing some of these things in your life? Has it helped you in certain ways? Has there been certain letters that we've shared each week that have kind of resonated, that you've kind of actually put to use a little bit? Would love to hear that. I know I'm working a lot right now on the remodeling your life. So I have some things that I'm doing with that right now. So that letter really resonated a lot with me. And so I know I'm incorporating some changes in my life right now because of that letter. So
it's always good to get the feedback and know, the thoughts, like you just said. Let's see what we got here. Just Mary was saying that she awoke a few mornings ago. Her great grandma was present, and all she said was birthday. Still trying to figure it out. So she just had a visit from her grandmother. It sounds like. So
your grandmother visited, and she said birthday. Is it your birthday coming up, or is it her birthday that would have been coming up? Is there someone in the spirit world that has a birthday, or someone in your life that's having a birthday soon? Maybe she wanted to wish a happy birthday. Yeah,
probably. They do come.
They do come, and they do wish happy birthdays. Mm-hmm. I get that a lot in my readings, actually. So it's very possible that she could be wishing someone a happy birthday. And they cannot. It could be someone in the spirit world or someone alive too. By the way.
Yeah. Debbie said.
Cool that you got that.
I know. That's really cool. Debbie said that the letters are very helpful. That she's learning something useful every week.
Wonderful. So good. So you're taking away a little something every week to kind of move you on. Love that. Okay. Perfect. Good. Glad to hear that.
Abby, hi Abby.
Hey Abby.
Absolutely great.
Abby just had a birthday.
Oh, she did. Happy birthday,
Yeah, she just
Abby.
had a birthday. Happy birthday, Abby.
Lori loved your workshop, so she also must have been in attendance.
Yeah. Wonderful. Thanks, Lori.
That's exciting.
Wonderful. Good. So, perfect. And let me just see if I have anything on my little list here. So, tonight our topic is going to be blossoming through the changes currently happening in life. So, tonight's topic is about changes that go on in life and how we blossom through them. And so that's kind of the letter. And this is a channeling session that I just did actually the other day. And I was going to do a different one that I had done a little bit ago, and I was very drawn to speak about this one. So I don't always channel it and then read it right away. I sometimes hang on. I kind of go off the feeling, and so I felt moved to actually share this one, right now, today. So. Anyway, so it's kind of fun. So I didn't ask at all when I did this letter. I don't always. Some of you guys know, like, my letters from Spirit, for some of you guys that are new, these are channeled sessions with my guides. As you know, I'm a medium, so I connect with the other side. I bring in loved ones from the other side for my clients. But also part of my work as a medium is I have this lovely relationship with my guides, and they have been my greatest teachers. And I just love them to pieces. And they have such great love for all of us. And so they really enjoy teaching and helping us on our journey and our path. And so I sit with them each week, and I do a channeled session where I sit and they kind of work with me, and they deliver messages through me a little bit differently than how I do it with my mediumship with clients. But these are lovely little letters that they want to kind of help us in our life. And so Edgar are my guides. There's a collective group of them. There's many. And so every week there's a new topic. And sometimes I ask about a topic. Sometimes I let one of you guys chime in and ask for a topic, and I'll have my guides create one from that. Sometimes I ask for a topic, and sometimes they just give me a topic. So today it was what they wanted to speak about, and I just sat, and then that's what kind of came out. And so there was no knowledge of what was going to come out. So this is what they wanted to share tonight with us.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah. So it's going to be good. So let me just see. So giveaways, we're going to do an ebook, and we're going to do a mediumship reading today. I want to say thank you to everyone who did attend my workshop this Saturday. It was lovely having you, and I thank you so much. So just a shout out to all of you guys who were on my workshop this weekend that just passed. Thank you. And thank you for coming on board. And
I got a couple questions.
Yeah, you got a couple?
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean, you might just want to address real quick. Danya asked the question, how do you receive the message? Which I think you talked about a little bit briefly, but wants to know how you receive your messages.
Right. So my messages with loved ones on the other side, with my clients, or my guides? What do you mean? Like my guides?
I'm not sure what she's asking.
Yeah, because I do receive it differently. So it's similar and it's different. So, I mean, there's similarities and then there's differences. So I'll just assume you mean my guides. So when I sit with my guides, I set the intent to sit with them, and sometimes they press upon me that they want to sit with me. So sometimes like, oh, they want to talk, and then I'll just go and sit and get quiet, and I'll record what they want to say. And sometimes I write, and they just push the information out of my, information just gets pushed out of me is the best way I can kind of describe it. Like when I'm writing and when I'm speaking, I just sit for a few minutes, and then my throat clears, and then words push out of me. Well, first I get overwhelmed with love. So I sit a little bit, I set an intent to connect, and then I just center myself to work with them. And then they fill me with like unbelievable love, like my whole body, like I'm almost drawn to tears. I have such love that comes through me, and then words push out of my mouth, and they just start speaking, and I record it. And so these letters are like tonight, that's how they did it, and then I had it transcribed so I can read it to you. So the words kind of just push out of me, my throat clears, and the words push out of me, and then I kind of get myself in a very dream state, so I'm kind of away, but here, but away, like mentally kind of away, but kind of still present a little bit, and the words come out of me. So that's how it works, and I'm just overwhelmed with love, and then I feel such gratitude after. So there's this wonderful feeling after I channel. It's beautiful. So it just, and it moves me.
Yeah, that's what she was asking, was your guides.
Was it my guides? Yeah. So I write with them, and then I speak with them, and it's different. But that that overwhelming love that I feel before it starts. It's like that's how they come in. And it's really them saying thank you also for allowing them to work with me this way. So that's some of that love and gratitude on their end also that they fill me with to allow this opportunity to be, because they're teachers and they want so much to help us. And this, by us working together this way, it lets
well,
them.
there's
So
probably a reason.
anyway, I'm probably telling you a lot more than you wanted to know.
Well, because that's always a
I don't know. I'm
they're
just
interested in, and I know you
Are
did.
they? Yeah.
I mean, you did that topic, a few weeks back on guides, right?
Yeah.
So the question comes up again. How do you get to know your guides? Dottie's just saying perfect topic after her private session. But
hey Dottie.
I know.
We had a reading this week.
I know. I've asked you this before. I'll probably ask you every week. So one of these days, you're going to do it. I know it.
Okay, what's that?
Is do a workshop on getting to know the guy. I'm going to keep asking you, because it just seems to be something people are very interested in. And I think it'd be really, what do you guys think? I don't know. Thumbs up, hearts. What do you think? I think she should do a workshop.
She keeps pushing me to do a spirit guide workshop.
Yeah, so give us your thoughts.
Because when I do a spirit guide workshop, I actually bring the guides in for you. So I do this meditation that allows you to feel them.
But you'll teach them as well how to do it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And I always say, working with the guide, it is very natural. Our guides have been with us in our life, our whole life. So guides have been following us in our whole life. They've been on our life path and our life journey. So they know us so well. And so they know every hiccup we've had, and they know everything that we've ever experienced. And so guides know us so well. And they are our greatest teachers because they know us so well, and they know how to work with us the best. So,
Well, I'm telling you, there's a lot of thumbs up, which tells me you got to give it some thought, because I'm telling you that would be a great workshop.
Okay.
Something to think about.
All right. I promise I'll think about it. I promise I will think about it. Okay. And I mean it.
I do have a good question.
Yeah,
I think this will be a quick one. I know you want
to
read the letter.
We're going to read the letter. I promise in just a minute.
It's a good question.
Okay.
Wendy said, are these messages intended for the group as a whole?
Yes.
Or do they tend to be directed towards certain participants?
Here's the thing. Okay, the spirit world is intelligent. The spirit world know who's chiming in. They know already in advance who's chiming in. That's why I get drawn to certain topics. And typically there's always topics that people at the end of the letters will say, I felt like you were speaking to me, or this really felt like this so resonated with me, or I can really understand this, or the guides know who are chiming in, and the guides know the audience. They know who's listening. They know what the need is. They're very, very aware. So the topics that we pick should always touch you in some way, right? Now, will it touch somebody more than another because maybe their need is a little bit deeper in that area? Maybe, but everyone should feel something from it. That's the point. So they kind of work with the room. That makes sense. And although this is virtual, right? But they know everyone that's sitting here. They know everyone that's on board. They're aware. They absolutely are. That's why when I did that reading last week and I did that thing on forgiveness, if you remember what I said in the beginning, they said there was somebody that had asked for that. I didn't say it. They said it. They already knew. So they knew. So, they're aware. Yeah. So it should be for everybody. Mm-hmm.
Wow, on that note, I kind of want to hear it.
Okay, you want to hear it?
I'm excited to hear it.
You guys all ready? Okay. Do you want to give away a book first?
Oh, yeah. Let's do it.
You want to give away a book first? I always like to give away the book before we get started.
Okay.
Yeah?
Shall I go through
let's do that.
my weekly rules?
Oh, yeah. Right. Because we have new people, so they have to know.
Yeah, when we have new people, I want to make sure everybody understands.
Yeah.
So, and just, you said it's an ebook, so everybody understands.
Yeah, it's going to be an ebook. I'll send you 2 versions. I'll send you an iBook version. Pages all flip. It's all pretty. And then also a PDF in case you don't have a Mac. Okay. So I'll give you 2 versions.
Okay. All right. So the rules, one is wait for my comment. So I'll put up a note that says, book contest now.
Yeah. Don't do it until she does that.
Yeah, please don't. 1 through 100, correct?
Yeah. It's going to be, you got to pick a number between 1 through 100. Not yet. 1 through 100. Mm-hmm.
And then the closest number under the numbers. If it's not the number selected on the dot, it'll be the nearest number underneath. So an example, if the number is 99 and somebody says 98 and the other says 100, it will be number 98 that would win.
Makes sense? So it's like the buzzer, right? So, no. Yeah, right. So 1 through 100, you pick 75. Let's say my number was 75 and nobody picked 75, but somebody picked 74. 74 would win. It's closer to 75, right? Somebody might have picked 76, but it's the closest number before going over. And if many people pick 74, it would be the first person that picked 74. That's the buzzer. That's how we know
Correct.
who got it first. So who hit it first?
Exactly.
That's our virtual buzzer.
I'm actually looking, so people are already starting to
Okay,
post.
good.
And then the last is, please, guys, just vote one time
One
only.
time only,
please.
please.
Yeah.
One-time voting. And, this book is from my Guides Edgar. They wrote the book with me in 19 days. And this is how our journey to channeling began, was through writing with one another, them and me. And so we began writing. And I woke up one day inspired to kind of write. And they were right there, working with me like that. And so we kind of built this wonderful relationship and friendship. And I really got a great understanding of who they are and why they come in. And then they said we were going to write a book. And so this is the book. Anyway, so Letters from Spirit is like a continuation, just them sharing more. And so anyway, the book is from my guides. There's an introduction in the page in the book about, who they are and how they come forward and why and all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of interesting, and a little bit about my journey into it. And then, of course, all the chapters on that they wanted to help us with. So anyway, so Destination Self Navigated for You with Love from My Spirit Guides is the book. You are going to win it, and I'll give you a copy I'll show you what the book looks like. Hold on. Okay, here. Okay, so that's the book. And you can also buy it on Amazon or Barnes & Noble. There's a link on my website, on my book page of my website, monicaturlings.com. Book's $11.99. So if you guys wanted the book, you can get one. But I'm giving one away today. And there's also an e-version too on Amazon and Barnes & Noble too. I think it's $3.99. So you can get an ebook version also for $3.99. So that's also available for you if you prefer that. But if you want a book, they're $11.99. Okay. So someone's going to win. You let me know, Gia.
I think we're pretty close.
I think
we've got pretty much, nobody got it exact, but we had one person. We had two people with the same number that was closest, but there was one person obviously that was first. But I just want to double check.
See?
Want to make sure we're fair. And
Gotta
that
be
we're
fair.
all done. Yep, it looks like we're all done. So,
okay, good.
Want to show the number?
Okay, so here's my number. Okay, so here we are. So here's the can you see it? Ebook, okay? So here's the ebook and my number, drum roll.
Dum, 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 dum.
49, okay? So 49 is the winner.
Okay, so the closest.
So who got lucky?
We didn't have the exact, but
okay.
The closest and the first to post was Pam Foreman with 47. So
hi, Pam.
Congratulations.
How are you, sweetheart?
Okay, perfect.
Okay, Pam, so you just have to message me, okay? Give me your email, and I will send you out a book, okay? And congratulations. And so happy you're here, by the way. So thank you. And if you should by any chance already have the book, feel free to, gift it to someone or share it to someone you think it would help. Okay, that's perfectly fine as well.
Speaking of sharing, and it looks like actually people are, because we're seeing more. Well, we're looking like there's more and more people that are bringing their friends and family members on.
Love that.
So if this is resonating and you like what you're hearing every week, by all means invite your friends.
Yeah, thank you. Share the page if you find like this is something you think a girlfriend or a friend would like or something like that. Yeah, I'd love it if you would share it. If you want to, that would be awesome. And thank you for those bringing on your friends or your family to kind of fun and kind of join in. That's always a fun thing to do together. So I love that as well. That's cool. Super cool. All right, I got to put my glasses on so I can read.
All right.
These are new.
I love those glasses.
These are new. So they're brand new because the other ones kept falling off my nose. So here we go. What do you think? Okay.
I love them.
Is that right?
Cute.
Okay. All right. So they don't fall off my nose. So I like that. Okay. All right. So we're ready for the letters. So, okay. Blooming through these times of change in life. Okay. Indeed, it is again a nice time to be together in this way. For coming together in the way in which we are creates a lovely community. Would you agree? For when change happens and occurs in the world, there is uneasiness and unrest. We are each seeing this very much around you at this time. But with each experience of uneasy and unrest will come more clarity. For the unease and the unrest truly is creating the clarity for you to see. And we say amongst the world at this time, there is many who are feeling empowered, feeling a bit of a rumble within them, we say. And we say for many it is this rumble within them that gets them excited for this clarity. For within this clarity that is coming for the world in which you're in, there too is clarity within yourself, you see. And we say it is very important to put focus there, for sometimes the uneasy and the unrest that goes on around you there, as new change is forming, and we say forming, it is creating a way to exist, you see. So this change is creating its own form, and it is forming and finding its shape. It is that within you too, becoming new form within the clarity that is being given to you each, this clarity towards how you feel amongst what is happening, clarity amongst the feelings in which you have in regards to the uneasy and the unrest, the change that is surfacing around you. And for some of you, it's very uncomfortable, and we understand. Change can be uncomfortable, but change, you see, is very important. It is very necessary. It is mandatory, actually. For it is not that you can exist in the world in which you live without having change. It is not possible, you see. For new things are always forming around you, and within these new forms, these new experiences, yes, new ways of seeing things, yes, new existence, yes. For within your world, if you can look back, there has been many forms that have taken shape for you. You see, if you look back, there is nothing that has ever stayed the same. And you are, yes, in a time now where great change is forming, taking shape and finding its identity. And within you too, you are finding your identity with it. And we say, this is quite good. Don't you agree? It is quite good to know that within you is change emerging as well. For you too can never be the same. For you too are always changing. And experiences that showed up in your life in the past, we say, has created great change for you. Experiences that have happened within you that has caused great pain has created great change within you as well. And as we change, it is very necessary, as we said, mandatory. Some of you are quite comfortable with change at a very small level, while others of you are quite excited for big changes to occur and flow through. And we say whether change is small or whether change is great, whether you are comfortable with change in small doses or change in great doses, accept and understand and know that change is mandatory, and change within you is mandatory as well. So it is quite good for you to pay attention to the changes that are occurring within you and the changes that are occurring around you, and the way you feel in regard to these changes too that are happening around you. How do you feel about it? What sits uncomfortable to you? What sits and creates great excitement within you? For you see, there you will find much information about how you handle change and what type of change you resonate with, you see. For this is important to know as well. For within each of you, there were changes that occurred that you are more comfortable with than others. And if you look back in your life experience, you will know, as you look back and remember, that certain changes were far harder to accept than others. Certain changes that occurred in your life were easier than others. And you are now in a time in this world where change is necessary and mandatory. And it is also a time for you to take shape and change as well. Also in how you view and see the changes that are occurring. Do you understand? We are not here to tell you what is right for you and what is not right for you here. We are here to tell you that it is time for you to make your own opinion about it. And we are saying it is only for us to tell you to sit within all the changes that are occurring and sit within the feelings of how it feels to you. Are you one that is excited for the great change? Or are you one that is nervous about it? Are you one that can understand the mandatoriness of it, the occurrence of this change, but uncomfortable with the magnitude in which it shows up? Are you one that agrees with change, but prefers it in small doses? Are you one that chooses to have great change in great ways? Do you wish it to be instantaneous? For you see, by knowing and understanding these questions, you will have great knowledge into how you step into change, you see, because you are stepping into change in the world in which you are in now. For the world is changing all around you. It is becoming anew. And we would prefer for you to see this new as a bud, ready to grow and open, ready to become. Do you see change this way? Do you see change as a flower bud? that has been wanting and waiting to be seen, to be heard, to be known. For this is truly where your world is at the moment, wanting expression. The flower bud is wanting to be expressed. And we say that if you can see change as a way to allow a bud to bloom, and for you to know within the questions that we asked you to feel about that this is you willing to enjoy that flower that is becoming. And what we wish to say to you here is there is great value for you to see change as positive. The comfort level on which change occurs for you is individual. How you choose to see the change that comes into the world is particular to each. It is unique to each, and we say that is okay. That not all must jump onto change in the same way. But to know and understand that change is necessary, it is mandatory, and it is occurring, and it shall always occur. So we said that this change to see it as a flower bud, it is for you to see yourself also as a flower bud. For when change occurs around you, it changes you as well. And as you look about the changes that is occurring all around you, it stirs within you something. And within that stirring creates change in you, you see. Can you see yourself as a flower? Can you see yourself as the bud also? Wanting to bloom, wanting to understand the reasons why change is also so important. The world is constantly moving, energy constantly, moving in and out of things and moving out of people. Yes, moving in and out of you. Energy can never be still, it must always flow and go. And you too are energy, so you must also flow and go. So you are always a bud needing to grow, to express itself. That too is energy, and it is how you choose to see yourself, expressing yourself as it. And we say it will be quite easy for you to sit with this just a little bit and feel into all these changes that are occurring in all the ways that it is, and to feel into which ones you're excited about and which ones you aren't. And then ask yourself, why are you excited for the ones that you are excited about? And why the others perhaps not so much? What is it about some of the changes that causes nervousness within you, uneasiness within you? You see, by sitting and feeling into that, you water the bud that is you. And by watering the bud that is you, you begin to open to opportunities that perhaps you weren't open to before, open to the possibility of understanding things you didn't quite understand before. As your bud opens, you bloom. And as you bloom, you express. And as you are expressing, you are showing up in the world. And we say to you here, how do you wish to show up in the world? What kind of flower are you? And in what stage are you blooming? And we say here, there is no wrong answer. There is no wrong answer to what degree you are blooming. What we'd like to highlight here for you is that you are a bud and that you are blooming. And as you bloom, you grow. And through change, you grow as well. So understand that circumstances and experiences and change that is occurring all around you is allowing you to be that bud, to become that flower, and to bloom. And the more that you sit with that, pay attention to all the ways that these changes are affecting you, positively, negatively, how you are experiencing it in your life will tell you the degree of your blooming. But we wish to say to you that you are blooming, that these changes in the world are creating you to bloom, and we want you to know that. Whereas you can understand a rose is meant to bloom, and it is most beautiful when it is blooming, when it opens. When you go to the flower store to purchase a bouquet of roses, some of you might prefer the newly roses that aren't quite open yet, because you feel those will have more of a lasting effect for you. You will be able to enjoy them longer. Others of you prefer some of the flowers to already be somewhat opened, and as those flowers open, they become quite beautiful. And we wish for you to understand that you are a flower blooming in a time of much change, and to know and understand that all these changes that are occurring around you is for your blooming. And we wish to express this to you here. If you are a newly bud, or you are partially opened, or you are wide open, as you are expressing yourself as that flower into the world, all is okay. It is only us here wanting to express to you that you, as the flower, you too are blooming, which means you too are changing. And through the energy of the world and which is showing up here, it is creating change within you. And it is for you to understand that change is a positive thing, even if it is uncomfortable. Change is necessary for you to bloom. And so we wish so much for you to see yourself this way and sit a moment and say, in my blooming process, here now with all that is occurring around the world, how have I shown up? How am I experiencing this? How is it changing me? How am I growing through it? Where am I in the blooming process? For this shall tell me quite a lot. We wish to say to you as well that you are each beautiful. And whether you see all that is going on as uncomfortable for you and perhaps not agreeing with all of it, or agreeing with all of it, we say it is all okay, for within it is information for you to understand where your work lies, where your understanding sits, where your comfort level is. And there in itself, by just becoming aware of that, it is allowing you to grow. And it is allowing your bud to bloom. So bloom and grow right where you are. But know that you are. And know that the experiences that life is presenting is helping you to do just that. And that is what we wish you to know today. So ponder this a bit, understand this a bit, and we say, we very much like these times together, working this way. We love very much coming forward to be of value to you each in the way in which we can. And we come forward here today with great love, all with wanting you to see the beautiful flower that you are and the continuous blooming that you are doing. And we wish for you to see yourself this way as well. It is so. And until next time, know that there is always great love for you here. It is so.
I love it. A lot of good comments. A lot of good comments. I liked it.
That was from my Guides Edgar, wanting to talk a little bit about change and how we can see change in ourselves and how we can look at ourselves during this process of change. And I loved how they talked about being the bud, that you could be the bud or you could be, it doesn't matter what part of the blooming process we're in, that we are growing. And through these experiences, it's allowing us information to find out where our work lies and how our growing is occurring. And if we're a bud or if we're partially blooming or if we're really blooming or if we're full blooming, like where we are. And I loved how they said there's no wrong answer. It's personal and individual. And, so I love that too. I thought it was a lovely little message.
And there's and I want to run through the comments because they they are on both sides.
Yeah.
Again,
okay.
Right. Because like you just said, everybody's in a different
personal,
part.
Right.
It's personal. And we're
personal.
on a different part of the bloom. And like, as you're reading, I'm thinking to myself that, I think when I was younger, change I was a little more excited about. As I've gotten older, I'm a little bit more nervous about the change. It's the unknown.
Well, because we tend to keep ourselves in the comfort spot.
Right.
We tend to keep ourselves comfortable. And it's about getting uncomfortable where we learn more about ourselves that allow us to bloom a little bit because we find more things out about ourselves and we open ourselves up to more opportunity and possibilities for ourselves. And it's individual. And listen, Edgar's letters are always about helping us along in our own way, in our own time. And there is no right or wrong. It's just how it feels to you and to allow you to pay attention to that.
Well, that's what's so great. Like I said, I'm going to run down some of these comments because, again, they're on both sides of the spectrum. There's people that probably feel a little more like me, the change is a little more difficult.
Sure.
And then there's those people, and I'm going to go through this, that are just like, bring it on.
Yeah,
and I love
that's what they were saying. But they were kind of saying some of you guys are feeling really empowered right now at this time. They said that in the beginning of the letter. Like some of you are feeling really empowered. Some of you not so much, right? Because some of us are nervous about the change and what it's going to bring because it's the uncertainty unknown. And for those of you who are feeling uncertain, I did a Letters from Spirit, weeks back talking about uncertainty. So maybe go on my website and read that one again. That might be helpful for you as we're going through these changes. But yeah, it's some of us are going to feel more empowered than others, and there's no wrong or right. No. It's just what's wrong or what's right for you.
See as you go down. And then there's also the side, and then we've all been through this, right? This is the most difficult part of life to me, for sure. I know it is for most people.
Yeah,
is the loss, the grief, right? So that's a process where I'm going to read some comments here. Where, that's a struggle, and that there is no time limit.
No,
it takes.
And that's what they said. It doesn't matter where you are. It's just look at it. That's what they're trying to say, that there's,
Mhm.
there's no timeline in this, wherever you are in the blooming process.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, let me read a few of these.
Hmm.
I mean, some will be comments and I'll have some questions probably
Okay.
as I go down.
Hmm.
But, Chris mentioned, so true, but hard to accept at times, which we kind of just
Yeah.
discussed, right?
Yeah.
It's not always easy.
Not always easy. But is it supposed to be? What if everything was easy?
It'd be nice.
Do you think? Yeah. Do you think
For
so
a
though?
day.
I think it would
Yeah,
get kind
no,
of
you're
boring
right.
because I'm kind of like thinking, if
Yeah.
we knew everything, we knew how
Right.
everything was going to play out, it would be kind of boring after a while. If we knew the outcome all the time and everything was so easy, we would lose our interest a little bit. It's like if you're the football player and you get picked for a team and they say we're going to win every single Super Bowl, it'd be exciting for a minute and then you'd be kind of bored and like, oh, I kind of want the challenge.
No, that's a good point. We
You
like
know
the
what I mean?
challenge. You're
We
right.
need the challenge.
Yeah,
We don't
you're
want
right.
to know the outcome all the time. We need to, that's part of the experience of life, is to not know the outcome and to just play through it.
Yeah, I mean, and Amy says, lots of changes in her life right now.
Yeah.
Lori says, perfectly on point, changes abound.
Changes abound.
Wendy mentions change is exciting, but the way forward can be unclear.
Yeah, but they said, but what did they say? They talked about that through these changes, give us the clarity. So the changes are occurring to help give us clarity. And that's why these changes occur, because we can sit with it, and within that gives us the clarity. So for any of you guys that want to play this message back again, you're going to hear they start off with talking about this gives us clarity. And when we don't have clarity, it gives us clarity, and it gives us new ways of looking at things, which grow us.
Right.
Yeah.
Sandy says, nervous about the change, but know that it's necessary for her own health and growth, right?
Yeah. And what did Edgar say today? It's also mandatory.
Yeah. We're not getting out of it. We're not getting out of it. We're
Yeah.
going to go through change.
It's happening, girls. But put your safety belt on, right? It's going to occur. But I think it'd be good to embrace it. I think sometimes we just get so afraid of the change. And it's like sometimes the change could be so amazing. Sometimes change could be, and change shows up in a lot of different ways for us. And sometimes some of the change is really hard, and I'm not discounting that. All I'm saying is, and some things come up that are just tough, and I don't discount that at all, because we must look at that too. But it's for us also to step in and kind of just say, I'm gonna honor this change and see what's in store for me through it. Like how can I grow through this? Because we can grow through this. So there's something for us.
I love that, actually.
And so we have to be more optimistic and positive as we step through the change, and not be so fearful and not be so afraid, and be comfortable stepping out of the comfort zone and being uncomfortable so we can get comfortable with the uncomfortable. And then we've grown. Yeah. So always do that.
Yeah. I love, Susan makes this comment, which I like.
Hi,
this
Susan.
comment. She says, this past year has been one heck of a roller coaster
Oh,
ride.
yeah.
And all I can say is bring it on. Change is amazing if you let
Hands
it.
up. Yeah? Hands up, right?
Yeah, I love it.
So yeah, but isn't it sometimes it's how we choose to step into it also, like we can choose how we step into it. We can feel like defeated with the overwhelmness of what the change could bring to us, or we can kind of say, hey, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm excited to find out, because this could be really good and this could be positive, and I can learn about myself, and that's good, and opportunities could come from it, and I could see things a different way, which will lead me to different things. And we have to trust also. I think we need to step in with more trust and understand that we could have great things in store for us.
I think you just hit it on the head. That's the key word.
My head is tingling.
Yeah, so it's trust. I think you just hit that on the head.
So we have to trust more in the experience, and think about it. I know sometimes life is really hard, and we get some hard knocks, and things come to us that we didn't want, didn't ask for, has changed our lives forever. And believe me, I understand that. But when it happened, and when it happens, we have to learn to get past it. And I know that through some of these changes, it'll help you to get through it and to get past it, and not forget it, but to be able to get past it a little bit and move forward a little bit. And sometimes change helps us to do that. But if we stay afraid to step in that, then we're not going to be able to get there. So we have to have that trust and that faith to just say, okay, I'm going.
Yeah, I mean, and
yeah,
I have lots, so I'm just going
to.
Okay. Monica, sometimes we don't want the change, but later if we're open, we can see the change was always for the best, which is
Yes.
generally the outcome, right?
Yeah,
And,
it could be gorgeous.
yeah.
Change could be gorgeous, even if it's really hard in the beginning. It can be kind of messy, but then it can get real gorgeous. It's a process. It's a molding and a melding and a creating. Like Edgar said, it's a shaping. Change is about it's this energy. It's forming and it's shaping. It's forming and shaping situations and us. We're forming and shaping through these experiences also, and that can be exciting if you allow it to be.
Dottie says she loves the flower that she's becoming.
And you are a beautiful flower, Dottie.
Brianna.
Love that, by the way.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Love great. She says, I love great change. It's exciting and sometimes hard, but I love the renewal it brings all around me. I see change as beauty and love.
Perfect. Stay there, girl. Stay there.
Place to be.
That's a good place to be, because when you're there, that's a girl that's got the faith and the trust, right? Is having that faith, and we can all have that. It's a mindset. We got to say, it's coming. It's mandatory. It's happening. It's mandatory. Change is always going to occur. So we should just kind of embrace it a little bit more, with some of these things. And sometimes we resist change because we like things just how we know it to be, because that's more comfortable. But if we stay there, we're never going to grow. So maybe we got to step into some new ways of living and seeing things and stepping into our day.
I mean, and Melissa, and I'm right with you, Melissa. She says, I've always been terrified to change, and she's the worst with it. And I think we all have that unknown we were talking about earlier. It's normal.
But I think it's just how you're associating change. If you would be like some of the other ones that said, bring it. It's really how we choose to step into it. If we can say, you know what? Something good's going to come from this. Something's going to happen positive. I got a lot of hope and faith here and trust that something's going to work out in my favor. It might start messy, may be really hard, but I know it's going to be gorgeous. I know it's going to be gorgeous, and go in with that.
Yeah.
Mary
says arms open for change and
wide open.
Yeah. And then, and then again, I was talking about the grief part, right? Yeah. So there were several comments, let's see here. It was, Kelsey, she agreed her changes have been because of grief. In fact, several people they're at that stage of the flower, I think what you're speaking of the bloom. And so, that's obviously not ever anything that we ask for, right?
But think about that, right? But like, I loved how they used the bud, and how if you could just see it, like sometimes we're here, the bud is, and then sometimes we just open up. And that's the exciting part, and just allowing ourselves to kind of open up to all the experiences that are coming for us, that those experiences are going to change us, which is going to open us up. And I just think that's a real positive. Well, I love Edgar, how they always kind of lift us up a little bit, I don't remember exactly what they said at the end here, but how they talked about, that you are beautiful and you are blooming, and to know that you are changing and it is beautiful, and you are, I just love that. They're so like lifting, I just,
for sure, because
I just love that, because they really get us to kind of look at ourselves in a way that we don't always like to look at ourselves. We don't always like to see. How many of you really see yourselves as a beautiful flower that's blooming and growing all the time and showing up, expressing yourself as a gorgeous flower? How many of us really think of ourselves that way?
Not always. No.
Not always. Hardly ever.
No, I think they do a very good job, again, talking about where we're all personally at in the process.
Right. And some of us are here, some of us are here. Some of us are the bud, some of us are starting to bloom, and some of us are full. And there's no wrong way.
Right.
It's a process for each of us, and to honor that.
I mean,
be cool with that.
Yeah, and Joanne says, it's difficult for change at the time. You may not think it's so good, right?
Yeah.
Always turns out the way it is supposed to be in the end, and that's a fact.
That's the thing.
Amen to that one.
Yeah, because like we said, we it's going to work out how it's going to work out, But us resisting ain't going to make our cause easier. By resisting, I think we just kind of sit there.
Tougher.
It makes it tougher. So it's good to just kind of say, okay, I like that with the we, with the hands up, and just kind of let's just do this, because then we're not resisting. And when we're not resisting, we're allowing. And we always want to make sure that we're allowing the changes to occur for us, because I'm sure there's good stuff for us in it. But if we resist, we hold back and we block, and it just makes the road tougher, harder, bumpier. So let's just like open up to it and just allow it and just be more freeing with it. I think it'll be a lot easier experience. What did they say? Go and flow. we're
Yeah.
going to flow and go. So flow and go, they said.
Absolutely. And I think, and there's, again, I kind of go lost because a lot of people are talking about it. It's kind of trending right now,
Oh,
right?
okay, good.
And it's just that, I mean, you can certainly speak more. I know, like I said, we've all suffered loss. It's horrible, right? There is no time limit to grief, right?
And it's personal, it's individual and personal, like a fingerprint. Grief is like a fingerprint, your own personal fingerprint. It's personal and individual, and in your own time, you'll go through it. And that's change also, because you're changing through that grief. You're changing through that experience that happened to you. And, and your bud of blooming is going to be on your timeline. And that they said, there's no right or wrong. It's individual and personal, and honor that. But just know you are. Know you are blooming even through the grief. Even through the grief.
Yeah. Miroslav.
I love you guys.
I know.
I love you guys so much.
I just feel, because I see, it's painful. I mean,
is.
We've all been there, and it's just a part of life we just don't ask for, right? We just expect, we know we have to change, but that's the part we don't sign on for. So I feel for all these people on here.
Yeah, I mean, we all want everything to be, but listen, but it's the experiences that shape us. And it's the experiences that change us. And it's the experience that we learn from, and we learn about us. And we grow from them. And some are unimaginably difficult.
Yeah.
I mean,
gosh. I know.
Yeah. I understand. And like they said, I understand, and it's and it's not to have sight. I mean, you've got to honor that too, but you still got to keep going. You still got to change through it. And
exactly. And I think you're already addressing it. Miroslava just said the stage she's at, when she's been suffering, it's hard to see that light at the end of the tunnel, right? With that change. And change, again, there's no time frame on that either.
But that's why positivity just is necessary, and faith and trust is very necessary, because that's what gets you through. It's like, and it's not always knowing when the finish line is, like when this experience is over and something new, and a new experience kind of comes. So we don't know what that is. And I don't think we're supposed to. I think it's the journey. It's the discovery.
Right.
It's just stepping into it. And the easier you can just step in and just say, oh, it's tough, it's hard, but I'm going to do it anyway, and just trust yourself and just show up and just move forward.
Yeah. I mean, Dottie, which I've seen this quote before. It's a good quote. She says, one of my favorite quotes is from Wayne Dyer and is perfect to insert here. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. 1000%. Do not fear change. Let it guide you to your higher purpose. So understand too that sometimes these major changes will give something of a deeper calling within you also. That sometimes that sits also, and that becomes, I like that one also.
Yeah.
Every single thing you go through is designed to grow you. Every experience made you who you are today. And it will continue because we're always growing. So we need the experiences to keep giving us things to grow from. Right? Yeah. I think that one made a lot of sense too.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm just kind of going through here. And I think the overwhelming is, which is a great letter, because the overwhelming is change is hard, right? And people like to be comfortable, right?
We like to be comfortable. We all want it to be cozy and easy, but I don't know, how much do we grow when we're cozy and easy? When things are easy and cozy and things are just like easy peasy, how much growth are we doing? How much learning of ourselves are we doing in those moments? So I think we need that contrast in our life to keep us constantly leveling up. Leveling up. I think that's what we're doing. We level up, right? The flower blooms. We level up.
Dottie says, living in the moment gives the fullest clarity for me. Living in the moment, right?
Always
in the moment.
That's all we got anyway.
That's all we have.
That's all we got. The past is over and the future's not here yet, and nothing's guaranteed. And so we only got now. So,
don't focus on the change as much as open arms to just what is. Trust and accept the flow of the change, right?
Accept the flow of the change. Yeah, flow and go.
Robin, she says,
Hey, Robin.
I'm excited for the changes that will hopefully come out of the things going on in the world.
Right.
I see the human race becoming more and more, and planet more one, and the planet healing itself and emerging stronger.
Yeah. I think even through all of this, so there's, a lot of things that positively has happened for the benefit for many of us and nature, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I was just driving past LAX Sunday, and normally I go to my second office over there, so I'm driving there all the time. And on Sunday, I literally one airplane in the sky, one.
Really?
Usually there's like 10 or
Oh,
12 flying over as I'm
buzzing
going
the
on 405.
405.
You see them all
Yeah.
lining up to come in, one plane. But think about the air quality
Mm-hmm.
and think about, less cars. So I don't know. It's just,
Well, it goes back to what you're saying is finding the positive,
you
right?
got
You got to
I
find the
think it's
positive.
important to find the positives in things and you know, for certain things, right? Like some
Right.
things it's hard to do that, but with a lot of the other stuff, and even if we can't find positives in certain things that have occurred, are there other things that we can find positive? Because that helps us forward too, and that kind of gets us in an energetic place to help move us forward. Also, it's hard to find positive things in maybe every situation that has occurred, but what situations can we look towards positively?
Yeah.
It's a stepping forward. It's a step ahead if we can do that. Yeah.
Yeah. And Bunny,
Yeah.
the change to
Hey, Bunny.
2021 will be amazing.
Yes. Oh, see love.
Yeah.
Right? Because our attitude matters too. Our attitude makes a difference. We have to sometimes change the way we step into this change, and a lot of us are kind of and a little and like and like no and like resistant. And I wonder how it would be if we all just stepped in like gangbusters and like, you know what, bring it. Let's just do it.
I love that attitude.
I'm uncomfortable, but I'm going anyway.
Yeah.
Let's see what it brings. Let's be excited. I know it's going to be something. Like, what if we all just kind of stepped into change that way? Think about that for a second.
Yeah.
First of all, we'd feel a lot better, right?
Sure.
And because we're feeling a lot better and we're putting that energy out, like attracts likes. Now we're going to bring more of that back to us, and that's amazing. So also, we have to keep in mind like how we step into our day and how we step into this change. We have to say like and ask yourself, how are you stepping into this change right now? Are you with a frown face or a happy face? Are you a little bit scared and worried and not wanting to? Or are you like, you know what, I'm doing it. I'm moving forward. I'm going to step in. Because how you step in makes a difference, on the outcome too for yourself, right? Because that too helps you bloom, right? That kind of gives you the water.
Like Abby says, life's full of surprises. Embrace the good ones and fight the other ones.
But you know what? But I think we need that contrast. If everything was always brilliant and perfect, then we wouldn't appreciate that either. Because the hard stuff that comes allows us to appreciate the good stuff. So we need that contrast in our life. It can't all be easy peasy, wonderful, fabulous, perfect, all knowing all the time if it's all good. Then how do we even appreciate that? We appreciate what's good when we have some stuff that's not so good. Then we appreciate the good. So we kind of need that too. And so a little bit of contrast in life, can be good also.
Yeah, and Evie mentions, I think we can all agree to this. I don't think anybody entered 2020 being ready for what's happened. I don't think there's any of us.
I don't think Notre Dame did.
I don't think so. We weren't ready for all these changes, as she said, that happened to the world, but we all try to keep on going forward to survive. And I think it just goes back to the message in itself, and that is just embrace it and see what it has in store for us.
Yeah, and just be a little be okay with it. Be okay with the change.
Yeah, because it's going to happen.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of you had to go through a lot of changes through all this stuff that's happened. You've had to do things differently. You've had to work from the house. You've had to do. But if you even look at even little things like that, I'm sure there was some things positive that allowed you to have some positivity about some of these, things that have gone on as well. So I'm sure there's some good stuff if you think about it. There's some good takes you can stay, and I say stay focused on that.
I'm going to go back and listen to that again. Message. I think it's a good message.
Yeah.
And I think there's something in there for all of us. Like you said, there's no accident when we're on here.
No.
There's no accident.
No, Spirit knows when we're on. Yeah. Spirit knows who's chiming in.
Yeah.
So they know. So anyway, I thought it was kind of a fun message, and I just felt inspired that was the one I needed to read tonight. So, I don't know who told me to do that.
I don't know.
But anyway.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
So, you got to follow your feelings, right? And what's one thing Edgar's always telling us? Sit and feel, be and feel. How does that feel? Think back to, read back this message again, because they ask us a lot of questions to look at. There's a lot of questions that they asked us to look at. Let me see if I can just find it really quick, because I think those are kind of important. I think it's towards the back. What does it say? What kind of flower are you? And in what stage are you blooming? They say there is no wrong answer. That wasn't what I wanted, though. There was another. I said it in here. They had this whole little paragraph of all the questions they asked us to ask ourselves to help us fine tune where we are in the growth, blooming kind of process.
I think it's a good one to go back and listen to.
Yeah, it's a good one to go back and
anyway.
listen to, because they had all these little nuggets of questions to ask us. I know it's right around
Well,
here.
I think what I've noticed the trend of these letters from Spirit is that
Yeah.
they always have a lot of questions. So my thought process is, are we going, me included, are we actually doing the homework? Like, well, do I leave and do I actually go back and listen and do the homework of what they're
Right.
asking me? But maybe
Yeah.
that's something I can be better at.
Yeah, so here's your homework assignment.
Yeah. Oh God, sorry.
Go back and listen to this again and listen to those questions that they're asking us, right? Because they said you will know where you are in your growth process. You'll know where you are in your blooming process. So they talked about this list, so it'll be good. And and these letters are to help us forward a little bit, give us little nuggets to think about, to kind of work on and expand upon. And so anyway, okay, so listen back. That would be really good. And
just a couple little
Yeah,
quick things. Just Abby, great
quick things.
messages as always, very
Good.
inspiring.
Perfect.
Dottie, Monica, you always inspire the best in us. Thank
Aw.
you. There was a funny one up here. Actually, it had a lot of likes. Melissa said your Monday night feels a lot like my therapy sessions.
Oh, I get that a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm not a therapist.
Yeah, no.
But I get that a lot.
Chris, thank you, Monica. Love the
You're
message.
welcome.
It opened my eyes. A lot of
Good.
things. So glad I joined you today. So
Oh, good.
I think it was a
I'm
great
happy,
message.
Chris,
Yeah.
darling. I thank you so much. And I hope you guys really enjoyed. I got a reading to give away.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Do you guys want to win a mediumship reading? Yeah. So connecting with your loved ones. Okay. Only vote once. Be fair. I'm going to give another one away next week. Okay. Also, just so you know that if any of you guys want a reading with me, in this post of this Facebook where I have the description about the letters from Spirit, in this post here, it's up above here. There is a link. If you want to get a reading with me, you can click that link and schedule. You'll see my calendar and you can schedule a day and time that's good for you, and you can have a Zoom reading. And if you want a phone reading instead of a Zoom reading, just once you schedule it, you can just email me and just say, hey, here's my phone number. I want it on phone instead of Zoom, and I can do that for you. So just understand also that so if you want a reading with me privately, there's a link up there that you can do, and it's really easy, easy steps to do that. So love, and I'm excited to see who's going to win tonight.
I know, me too. I did not run, obviously, back through everything. I think you guys know from the first, it's the same rule of thumb.
Yeah, so same rule applies. 1 through 100. We all know that 1 through 100. The first one that wins it, whoever picks the number. If the number isn't picked, whoever gets the closest. And without going over, and if there's multiple people who pick the next number closest, it's the first person.
Correct.
Okay, so we're clear on that. The only thing constant in life is change. That's a quote. Changes are inevitable and not always controllable. What can be controlled is how you manage, react to, and work through the change process. I thought that's a good one. That's from Kelly Morgan. I don't know who that is, but that was her quote. Changes are inevitable and not always controllable. What can be controlled is how you manage, react to, and work through the change process. And here's another one. I promise you, these storms are only trying to wash you clean. That's from Jessica Kadoff. And one more, time changes everyone.
We have a winner.
We have a winner.
Right on the nose.
Right on the nose,
right
you
on
guys.
The nose.
Somebody won it specifically.
Yep.
To the number. Love that.
So there's always.
So we're going to do that?
Yep. There's always next week. So why don't you?
Yeah. So next week I'll be giving away. I'll probably give another one away. Also, I don't know what the topic's going to be next week. I'll see what I channel this week with them, and I'll see what that will be. But in the meantime, somebody's a winner. So all right. So here is my number. Okay. Yeah. So here's my number, and the number is dun 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 dun. Okay.
Number 61.
Number 61. Winner.
And our winner with the exact number 61 was Danya Seekman Quinlan.
Danya.
Congratulations, Danya.
Danya, you won. You have to message me on Facebook. Do not put anything here in the comments. Message me privately. on Facebook. Give me your email address and your phone number, I guess. I could call you or email you, whatever you prefer, phone number or email. But I'll need an email anyway because I'll have to send you a Zoom link. So I'll definitely need your email. If you want a phone number, you want me to call you, I'm happy to do that as well. So please do that. I may or may not get back to you tonight. Might be tomorrow. Tomorrow's a full day, so it might be sometime tomorrow. Don't know exactly what time, but I will definitely get back to you within the next 24 hours or so. Okay, so please know that, and congratulations.
Yep.
And you guys, I want to say thank you to everybody for coming on board and sharing Monday nights with G and I.
So fun.
And it's really so fun. I hope you guys have fun and enjoy, and we love it, and so good. So thank you so much for this, and I don't think there's anything else to talk to about. No,
We'll just
right?
do it again, same place, same
Yes.
time.
Oh, next week.
Monday.
Next week is
What?
After 4th of July, but I'm still planning to come. You still planning to be here?
Yeah, I have no plans.
Yeah.
I can't travel anywhere. So
I know. I always do a 4th of July party, and I can't do it this year because
Yeah.
of it all. So it's going to be a mellow weekend.
Yes.
But anyway, so we'll be back Monday at 5 o'clock. Okay, guys? And love to hear from you guys. Love to have you guys chime in if you're around. 5 o'clock Friday, California time. And you guys are amazing. Keep being amazing. Keep blooming.
Sorry, Monday. You said Friday.
I said Friday.
Yeah,
Sorry.
means Monday. She means
Monday at 5 California time. Sorry, guys. Monday at 5. Thanks, Gia. All right, guys. You guys are awesome. Keep blooming. Love you guys so much. Thanks for being here. And all of you guys that brought friends and family tonight, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I mean, kisses to all of you guys, okay? And be well. And I'll see you guys soon. All right?
Bye, guys.
All
Have
right.
a great week.
Bye.